Raising the flag at Homolovi State Park. Okay, we're starting out today here at Homolovi State Park. A little bit later we're going to go to Meteor Crater and Sunset Volcano, and well, there's a canyon we're going to stop at. It's a national monument if we got time. But right now I'm walking in the desert. Out here in the middle of the desert, half a mile, is a 1800s Morman cemetery. So we're going to walk out here and find that. It's out here in the middle of the desert. Man, the truck is way back there, but I see the graveyard up ahead. It's right up here. Yeah, it says here the cemetery was made in 1876. And then they've got all the old stones here, but they got a new stone here that's got everybody on it. Here's Smith Doolittle Rogers, died 1878. Rhoda Minerva Smith, 1886. M.A. Burke, 1881. Wilford Woodruff Smith, 1883. George Albert Smith, 1883. Maggie James, 1882. So Maggie James was born in 1882, so she was only a year old. George Smith, looks like he was 74, 9 years old. George Smith was 9 years old. Wilbur Woodruff Smith, let's see, 79, is 4 years old. And Doolittle Rogers Smith was 78, died at birth, it looks like. Rhoda Minerva Smith, 1 year old. And M.A. Burke, 1 year old. So it looks like the children didn't make it very well back then. See, here's one, 1882 to 1883, 1 year old. Lived and died right here in the desert. Here's a marker with a big metal thing in it. And it is a really old stone. It just has no writing on it whatsoever. And here's an old stone in memory of Gad Morris, pioneer of 1878, born 1830. So this guy lived to be 48. Killed in, oh, it's hard to read. Killed in Sunset, Arizona. I can make that out at the very end. Killed, can't make it out. Let me try it from an angle here. I think it says how he's killed, but I can't make it out. Let's see what else we got here. Brigham Nelson, 1878 to 1879, so 1 year old. And these you cannot make out at all. They're so old. Oh wait, here's the writing. Wilford Woodruff Smith. And this one does have the writing. something to the memory of Wilford Woodruff Albert Smith, who died 1883 at 8 years, 9 months. And you just can't make it out. So anyway, that's about it. Here's a General Lot Smith. Family man, friend of the Indians, church leader, stockman, defender of the prophets, noted horseman, colonizer, defender of liberty. In January of 1876, Lot Smith was called by President Brigham Young on a mission to captain one of our companies of Latter-day Saints to settle the Little Colorado River. They arrived at Sunset Crossing in 1876, where they built a fort. Later, the four companies were organized into the Little Colorado Stake. Lot Smith was called as the stake president position. He held approximately 9 years until the stake was dissolved. While living in Sunset, 3 of Lot and Alice Ann's children died and were buried here. George Albert Smith, Wilbur Woodford Smith, and Rhonda Smith. So, anyway, I'm going to head back to the car now. There's a couple other little stones here that have no writing. This one's got some writing, you can see. Sacred to the memory of Joseph Knight, born in Nauvoo, Hancock, state of Illinois, in 1840, died at Sunset 1878. So this guy lived to be 38, aged 38 years, 9 months. Came from Illinois. So I'm kind of glad I live when I do. I'm 60. It was normal back then to die at 30, 40. That was old. Someone who was 40 was old. Someone like me, to these settlers, would be an ancient person. And life was hard, and when they were 40, they probably looked older than I do now at 60. Anyway, we're going to go to a meteor crater next, and I'm going to shut the camera off while I make this long trek back to the car.